Welcome to the Toddcast, your weekly leadership nudge. My name is Todd Long, your host. I have to confess, I'm no longer shocked by face tattoos. I was in Casey's the other night. A gentleman walked in, had facial tattoos, and I wasn't shocked anymore. I said I was shocked by facial tattoos. I was going to take a second look, but I'm not shocked anymore. Maybe it's because I said I was shocked by facial tattoos, and now I'm no longer shocked by that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, listen to episode number 19, talking about shock. Go back and listen to that one if you're so inclined to do that. Again, thank you for listening to this episode. Man, I'm excited about what I have to share with you. The focus of this is the broader focus. I'm talking about emotions of leading people. And I got to experience this person this week that was just delightful. I have been working with the Agriculture Futures of America and facilitating the Next Level Ag Leadership Program. We've been doing this for the last 4 months. A group of fantastic individuals that have been coming together, learning about leadership development and learning how to develop themselves and lead others more effectively. Powerful program, connected group. The group really connected with one another. I think they got some value out of it. At least that's what they said. They got some real value out of it. Our last day of the program, there was a guest leader. Her name is Jackie Applegate. She is the president and CEO of PBI Gordon. She came in as our guest leader, and I got to sit down and set up an interview format with her, and then the participants in class had the opportunity to ask questions. I just jumped into it and said, "Hey, Jackie, share with us a little bit of your background." And she took off. She shared her story, her experiences, her lessons learned, her challenges, her failures, all sorts of things. She went on and on, a beautiful, beautiful message of her life and the things that she's accomplished. The words that I can describe about her say this. I'd say she's dynamic, full of life. She was confident. She was personable. Fantastic leader. And the primary word that I would describe her as being vibrant. That's our focus today. I'm going to talk about vibrant as the emotions of leading people, and I'm going to dig into this a little bit. Now, you might ask, is vibrant an emotion? I have to say yes. I looked it up. I looked at the Wheel of Emotions created by Dr. Gloria Wilcox. She's with the Gottman Institute, and she has vibrant as an emotion on her wheel. So I'm going to say vibrant is an emotion. Let's make this happen. Welcome to the Toddcast, your weekly leadership nudge. Welcome to the Toddcast. Great ideas you'll love. Now here's the problem. Dead work environments. We know this. We've walked into restaurants. We've walked into offices. We have walked into maybe a distribution, manufacturing, some environment or some business that we've walked into, and we've seen the people in those environments as slow, unresponsive, solemn, possibly rude or uncaring. It's a dead environment. That is a problem. That is a problem for the individuals there. That is a problem for the business. As leaders, then, I would suggest that we look at this word vibrant as an emotion, as a way of projecting, a way of leading and influencing the people around us that might bring a solution or an answer to the dead environment. I want to start with the definition of vibrant. And there are 3 parts to this. It could be people, visual, or sound. People can be defined as vibrant, full of life, energetic, lively. Also visually, we can define vibrant as colorful, bright, striking. And then we can think about sound. We have vibrant sounds, resonant or pleasing, resounding sounds. The word vibrant can be defined as people, visual, or sound. So let's start there as a kind of a picture of what vibrant looks like. Why is it important as a leader to show up as vibrant at times? I would offer this. A leader that is vibrant is inspiring, motivating, and believable. Inspiring, motivating, and believable. Those are very important characteristics of a leader. So then we have to ask, how do we become more vibrant as leaders? If we recognize that this is a valuable leadership attribute, how do we foster vibrancy in our lives? I want to start with the belief that I think being vibrant, this emotion of vibrancy, is a choice. I recognize there's degrees of vibrancy, from lower to middle to higher degrees of vibrancy. I also recognize that this is connected to personalities. Some people, just because of who they are, their makeup, their personality, come across as more vibrant. It's been in their DNA from the time they were born. It just shows up. Other people, it becomes more difficult. They have to work a little bit harder to demonstrate or show up as vibrant. Also, in this choice, our environments impact our vibrancy. I had the opportunity to work in South Pennsylvania with a manufacturing company years ago. This company decided to do their workshop on team culture and team engagement and values between Christmas and New Year's. They shut the plant down. I came in with my friend Charles to do a workshop. They decided to do the workshop, and I said yes to it, to start at 6 a.m. in the morning. It was freezing cold. I walked into the plant. It was mostly men sitting with ball caps on, chewing tobacco in their mouths, sitting back like nobody wanted to be there. I don't think Charles and I really wanted to be there either because it was 6 a.m. We'd travel. It was between Christmas and New Year's. That environment was horrible to do a workshop in, especially when we're talking about team and values and working together. It was a really rough day. Environment can impact how we feel and the emotions of being vibrant. It was really hard to be vibrant in that environment. Also, our state of being impacts whether we're vibrant or not. I was traveling home the other night with our family. It was late. We'd been traveling for quite a while. I could sense my irritation start to develop. I was getting a little bit hungry. I was tired. I was irritable. So my own state of being was impacting me, whether I could be vibrant or not. Now, I said it was a choice. And those are some things to consider as we think about vibrancy as being a choice. So if we're going to nurture vibrancy in our lives as leaders or develop this, I would say there are three things to consider: our soul, our sight, and sound. The three S's: soul, sight, and sound. Let's start with developing our soul. Our soul is our internal self. It's our mind, our emotions, our spirit. I believe that vibrancy starts by assessing and recognizing the state of our soul. Am I mostly alive or am I dying? This past year, a friend of mine that I've worked with at church for the past 6 years passed away. She was diagnosed with cancer a year ago, and she went through the process of trying to be healed and went to the doctors, and we prayed a lot, and we hoped a lot, and her name's Debbie. And the thing about Debbie is that through her entire process, her treatment, every time I saw her, she showed up as a vibrant person. She had life. She was energetic. In the midst of dying, in the midst of struggling with this pain that she was carrying with her every single day. She is a person that I can confidently say understood and recognized her soul condition. It was her soul condition that was giving her life, not her physical condition. It starts with the soul. We want to be vibrant people. We have to start by recognizing what is in our soul that's causing us either to be alive or causing us to feel like we're dying inside. That's the soul. That's the first S. Next is sight. Just considering, what do people see when they see you? So what do you want people to see when you show up into a room? What do people look at when they see your face? Do they see you smile? Do you provide eye contact? Physically, are you there to give a high five or a handshake or a fist bump? Do you move towards people and turn towards them and face them? That's the sight of vibrancy, of how we show up physically. The third S is sound, and this is simply what we say. What are the words that we're communicating that are coming out of our mouths as leaders? The words we say impact the people around us. Are our words showing up of life and energy, or are they showing up as complaining or frustration? This past week, I had an opportunity to meet this gentleman named Tommy. He's a professor at a university I got to go to. Tommy was amazing. The program that he talked about, he was in charge of their honors program at this institution. And the words that he said constantly were communicating, I love these students. I love the content that we get to teach these students to help shape their lives into solid and amazing human beings. He believed fully in his program. He believed fully in the education that he was providing to these students. If we're wanting to develop our emotions of being vibrant, it starts with our soul. We have to also recognize, what are we showing up to? How do people see us? The sight. And then sound. What are the words that we're communicating that are coming out of our mouth? Here's the try it out section. I have two exercises. I have a team exercise and I have an individual exercise. Here's the team exercise. Bring your team together. Ask this question. What would make our team more vibrant? Meaning full of life, energetic, alive. That's it. Just ask that question. Make a list of the responses so everybody can see that list. Then as a team, pick 2 of your responses and then go practice those for the next 2 weeks. There's your team exercise. Here's your individual exercise. This may take a little more thought and time. Consider the 3 words that I shared: soul, sight, sound. Start with your soul. What makes your soul come alive? That's the question to reflect on for soul. Next is sight. What does your authentic, vibrant self look like? I think that's really important. What's your authentic, vibrant self look like? That's going to be different for different people. The last word is sound. And think about this question. How does your genuine, vibrant self sound like? Again, genuine, vibrant self sound like. There's your try it out section. Here's the quote of the week. I made this quote up myself. It's by me. Nourish the soul and see a vibrant life grow. Thank you so much for listening to the Toddcast, your weekly leadership nudge. If you're willing, please share this podcast with a person that you think might find this valuable. I pray that your soul is alive this week, that you find life full of vibrancy. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time. Have a great week. Bye.